Today I start working at Sweet's Tale again. Now here's the thing, right? Because there are 3 characters, you can't simply just pick work at Sweet's Tale or work at Mochizuki and determine whether or not you will be dating one character over the other. Sure, if you pick Mochizuki, that's obviously only going to be Kaguya, but because I'm working at Sweet's Tale, I still have to pick between Ichika and Nana. And I've already seen the guide, but unlike this one, where, you know, not only through intuition, but because I looked at the guide, I was able to tell that this option would show up. I don't know how they will lead into choosing whether or not I'll be dating Ichika or Nana. Right? Maybe it's through working with one over the other, right? Like, if I want to date Nana, I will choose to work in the kitchen. Right? Or if I was dating Ichika, I would choose to stay out in the front of the shop. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. Though with classes starting up again, it's not like I'll be working as much as I was during winter break. But before that,
そんなに上見てどうした？いい天気だなー
God damn
っ
it.
てか？
You know, I did that a lot at the start of the game with Kagi and Mitsuki because they had a lot of pauses in their dialogue. None is not the same case here. I'm just a fucking retard. Oh, before I passed out, I remember spotting a light bulb that had burned out at Sataria. Really? Yeah, I was going to say something, but I forgot which one it was.
意味ねえじゃねえか。
Sorry.
たく。んじゃ、中で電気つけてくるから、どれが切れてるのか見といてくれ。ついでに脚立と電球も取ってくる。
Thank you. I went beneath the burnt out light bulb and Nana brings the stepladder over, but...
ミスった。微妙に高さが足りねえ。これじゃゆずきのこと言えねえな。
What a perfect word to... What a perfect sentence to bring up, I guess. Wishing I was as tall as you. Because here's the thing. I don't know why, but I pictured Nana being around a similar height to Yuzuki. But, you know, after I got a comment on when I mentioned that in a previous episode by who would have guessed again, Wolf, I looked at VNDB and realized she's still the tallest, but only like slightly taller than Makuri. And well, I had to check in Amairo Chocolate 3, right? The new girl takes the reins as the new shortest character, but we're gonna have to wait until Amairo Chocolate 3 to get to there. Until then, Chieri still holds that title. And that was beyond a shadow of a doubt, unlike with Nana. And then I'll get on the ladder. Beast folk may be physically superior, but they can't change their size any more than humans can. And Nana is quite a bit stronger than human men, but she's still the same height as a human woman of her age. I would argue she's a bit taller than the average human woman of her age.
お前病み上がりだろ？いいよ。私が何とかするから。
I'll be fine. It's just changing a light bulb.
うわ、すっげえフラグ集。
Flag? Yuzuki doesn't realize that now that he said that, he's gonna fall.
いや、待てよ。ここで私が上がったら。やっぱ安定しねえな。でもこれで終わり。うわ
Are you alright? Are you alright?
ドキ
Doki? What is this?
って落ちた挙句にお姫様抱っこされたり。
I don't think that's how it's gonna go. Or how it would go. What are you talking about?
よし、嫌なフラグが立った気するからお前が上がれ。私が下で見てれば大丈夫だろう。
Got it. Nana steadies the stepladder as I climb up, one step at a time. So, it's much better for him to fall than for you to fall, so that it's not as cliche if you catch him. Once I'm up, I unscrew the light bulb and place a new one into the socket, and done. I'm kind of pushing my luck here. The stepladder isn't that tall, so I have to stretch my arms out to reach. If Nana wasn't supporting the ladder, this might be dangerous. Actually, a better question. Why is the stepladder so fucking short if, you know, how did they put the lights in there in the first place if they only have a stepladder that could barely reach the light? Like, maybe you should have invested in a stepladder tall enough so that even Chieru could change the light bulbs.
大丈夫か？
Yeah, I'm all Sunlight bounces off the window, and the glare turns my field of vision white. My body instinctively turns away from the light, and I lose my balance on top of the stepladder. Wow. Who would have guessed this would happen? Just when I think I'm about to do a faceplant onto the floor.
Yuzuki!
Oh my. I mean,
大丈夫か？
Doki, how did she say it? I mean, I said the English version.
Doki!
Yeah, see? When I regain my senses, I'm looking up at Nana.
おーい、大丈夫か？
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm fine. I sit there stunned until Nana's voice snaps me back to reality. And then I realized that Nana saved me.
大丈夫ならそう言え。案の定落ちやがって。
Thanks for saving me. Actually, I'm amazed you could. I don't think I'm that light.
獣人だからな。これぐらい余裕だ。
Nana holds me in her lithe? Goddamn, lith? Oh, fuck. That's one of those weird words where it's like, it's spelt a certain way, but it's pronounced differently. Or maybe not. Maybe it is lithe. Alright, her lithe arms huffing triumphantly. Am I being held in a princess carry? It's pretty close. And so are we. Nana's face is so beautiful. I thought this when we first met, but she was so strong. She has such strong, well-defined features. Seeing her so close up makes me feel, how do I put this?
だからやめとけって言ったじゃねえか。お前がお姫様抱っこされてやんの。
Well, I got dazzled, and that threw me off balance.
そんなことあるか？
I mean, it's better than losing balance for no reason. That sensation just now, I felt it before. Like when the window glass fell towards us. And when the wind blew Kaguya's talisman away. It's hard to put into words, but it's like you're playing a board game and some force nudges the dice so they come up snake eyes. Or like you're playing Old Maid, and the card you drew transforms into the Joker before your eyes. It's bizarre and irrational, and I can't explain it. You know, wizard things.
でも天気いいし、ありえなくもないのか？私も脚立使うときは気をつけるか。
Maybe it's my imagination. It might have just been bad luck. That's what a normal person would think. It all worked out in the end, so there's no need to get all weird about it.
ゆずきがなんともなくてよかったぜ。
Yeah, but like, could you hold me like this for a little longer? I'm too busy staring at the underside of your tits. What? Saying something like that to me, with that look on her face.
これでゆずきに怪我させたら、いちかにどやされる。あ、どうした？そんな口パクパクさせて。
Oh, thank you.
ねえならさっきも言ってたじゃねえか。変なゆずき。
I mean, listen, if the game is trying to push Nana this hard, and we only just chose to work at Sweet's Towel, what is it going to be like with Ichika?
ゆずきくん、危ない。
Mikuri?
ほれ、この通り。大丈夫だったみたいだね。
You're a bit late, Mikuri. Mikuri rushed over with a serious expression on her face, perhaps because she heard the voices of the gods, but that expression turns into a grin when she sees me in Nana's arms. It's kind of embarrassing for someone to see me like this.
さっさと片付けてバイト行かねえと遅刻すんぞ。
Oh, right.
いってらっしゃい。
We already saw the CG. You didn't need a fucking flashback of it. We just saw it like 10 seconds ago. But I don't think I'm going to forget this incident for a while. Yeah, me neither. Because it's going to be the thumbnail. I think. I said that about...
ご来店ありがとうございました。
I said that about the CG last time, and, well, that didn't pan out. Ichika sees off her customer with a smile. As closing time approaches, the customers in the shop thin out.
ゆずきさん、もうだいぶ調子いいみたいだね。
Yeah, I was kind of sore for a while, but I feel much better now. You didn't hear that.
ゆずきさんが元気になって本当に良かったです。あ、そうそう。事務室にバレンタインフェアのマニュアル置いてあるから、普段と大きく変わるわけじゃないけど、目を通しておいてね。
Got it. Nana mentioned that it gets pretty busy, right?
そうだね。バレンタインフェアの売り上げは年々少しずつ伸びてるから、クリスマスほど集中しないけど、普段よりは忙しくなると思う。最近は義理チョコは下火だけど、代わりに友チョコや自分のために買うチョコが伸びてるみたい。今はもう何チョコとか関係なくて、ただチョコレートを楽しむイベントになってるのかもしれないね。
Valentine's Day chocolates are delicious after all. I can understand wanting to buy them for yourself.
最近は逆チョコもあるらしいよ。
What does that mean? Reverse? You mean chocolate given from chocolate given from a man to a woman? You mean like how Valentine's Day works in the West?
バレンタインには男性から女性に贈り物をするっていう国も多いから、それに習っているんじゃないかな。
I see. It's pretty well known these days, but the tradition of a woman specifically giving chocolates to the man they have feelings for is strictly a Japanese one. Overseas, the chocolates aren't really the main focus. Well, it is for the businesses.
メニューはパティシエさんたちが考えてくれてるから、私たち販売スタッフはできるだけパティシエさんたちの負担を減らせるようにしたいね。
Okay, understood.
じゃあすみません。ちょっと早いけど、お先に失礼しますね。
Now? It's not when you usually have your shift. It's not when you usually have your shift.
ええ、母の手伝いで用事があるんです。父は獣人絡みの仕事で単身赴任中ですので。
So you're the only one who can help, huh? Isn't that hard on you?
獣人には必要なことですから。母は家のことは気にしなくていいと言ってくれていますけど、そうはいきません。
I see. In addition to her work at Sweetstail and Sataria, Ichiko also helps Hinoka in her work as the local beastfolk representative, and I truly admire her for it. Don't stay out too late, okay? Contact me if you need anything.
ありがとうございます。
I hope this span of time isn't going to be as long as the last one. Well, this span of time without Ichika. The shop closes for the night, and after I clean up, I head to the kitchen.
はあ、何がいいんだろうな。さっさと決めないと。
And Nana's still working on the what the collaboration menu will be. Or what will be on the collab menu. Something on your mind, Nana?
あ、誰かと思えばゆずきか。そうだよ。誰かさんのせいで私がコラボメニューを考えることになったからな。
Hey, you had a chance to opt out, okay? Don't blame it all on me.
何があれかっていうと、前も言ったが、私が考えたレシピをスイートテイルのパティシエが作るってことだ。店長やパティシエ長には OK もらったけど、バイトのレシピをプロのパティシエが作るとか、やっぱおかしいだろう。
But that doesn't mean you're giving up, right?
当たり前だ。ここで放り出すのはかっこ悪いからな。
Yeah. So just do it. And Nana looks so serious as she talks. She really is cool if you ask me.
餅好きらしさっていうと、やっぱ団子か餅。それともあんことか抹茶とかの方がいいのか？
For Japanese style sweets, I think the latter. I've seen hojicha sweets recently too. I've never heard of that word.
あるな。コンビニとかで。
But at least I'm able to pronounce it. There have been more Japanese style sweets at specialty shops and even convenience stores recently. So the question is, should we borrow ideas from popular items or try to make something unique?
まったく考えることが山積みだぜ。例えば抹茶のケーキにするにしたって、抹茶をクリームに使うかスポンジに使うか両方か。スポンジの種類だって決めないといけねえ。
Wait, sponge cake isn't just sponge cake? You're not just talking different flavors like chocolate and such, right?
じゃなくてスポンジケーキにも種類があるんだぞ。よくスポンジケーキって言われるのは大きく分けてビスキュイとジェノワーズの2種類。ビスキュイは別立てって言って卵黄と卵白を分けてメレンゲを泡立ててから生地を作る。
So before the cream sits out too long.
ゲレンデ。ジェノワーズは友立てで卵黄と卵白を一緒に混ぜる。材料はビスキュイとほとんど一緒だがバターが入るのが大きな違いだ。
Hey, hey, you know what's, what? Hey, you know what gets big if you eat too much butter? Are you trying to say, are you trying to make a joke?
ドロワーズだこのスケベ。ったく全然わかってないって顔してるぞ。
God damn it, Yuzuki. I don't even know what a meringue is to begin with. So getting barraged with information like this just leaves me baffled. God damn it.
ちなみにビスキュイは軽くてふわりとした口当たりが特徴でティラミスとかシャルロットなんかに使う。ジェノワーズはキメが細かくてしっとりしてる生地だ。ショートケーキに使われてるのは基本こっちだな。
Oh, I see.
ロールケーキも基本はジェノワーズだがふわふわにしたい時や フルーツを入れるときはビスキュイを選ぶこともある。もちろん好みだけどな。ただしビスキュイもジェノワーズも両方ひっくるめてビスキュイって呼ぶ場合もある。ついでにお前らがこの前食ってたオペラだが、あれに使われてるのはビスキュイジョコンド。ビスキュイにアーモンドの粉を入れたやつ。
Nana, you were barely able to explain the difference between biscuit and Genoise cake. All right, you don't need to add a third variant, a sub variant of biscuit. All right. But as I languish in the realm of ignorance, I bear witness to the unending expression of a universe of sweets. Brother.
よっ、調子はどうだい？
ああ、姉さ
姉さん言うな。
ん。だってうちのパティシエのこう言ってんだし。
なんかその言い方ちょっと嫌なんだけど。
There are some places where patissiers who are women are called patissieres. I guess the s when it comes to English, right? There's usually the base word of the base noun to refer to the male counter, the male version of a title, right? Like heir or prince, or mainly comes down to royalty or around there, right? And then there's you add an s, like ESS, or a variation of that at the end to signify the female version of the same word, right? Like princess and heiress. So that's my basis for how to pronounce that word. So I could be dead wrong in that regard, but yeah. But at Sweet Sal, everyone is called a patissier regardless. Good work today.
ああ、お疲れ様。ゆずきくんとは何度か顔を合わせてるけど、こうして話すのは初めてかな。最近入ったのに頑張ってくれてるよね。仕事覚えも早くて助かってるってみんな言ってるよ。
Oh, no. It's all because Ichika and Nana are good teachers.
謙虚だね。この前病気したって聞いたけど大丈夫？
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry to have caused problems for the shop.
いいよいいよ、元気になったんなら。いちかちゃんとナナも喜ぶってもんだ。いちかちゃんなんてすっごい落ち込んだ声で休みますって電話かけてきてね。ナナも。
おいこら、人の話を勝手にするな。
Come on, Nana. What do you have to be so embarrassed about? What do you have to be embarrassed about? So you were that worried about me? Nana turns away, looking a little cross. Okay, yes. I haven't brought it up yet, but Nana is the traditional like tsundere type. Or I guess you wouldn't really call her the traditional tsundere type because she hasn't beaten me up yet. But she is a tsundere through and through. Unlike Chieri. Takanashi looks at the annoyed Nana with a smile on her face.
ナナ、コラボメニュー考えてるんだよね。なんかいい案は浮かんだかい？
それが全然。高梨さんならどうする？アイディアだけでいいからさ。
いやー、それを言ったら面白くないでしょ。
面白くないって仕事なんだから。
Look, Nana, I just think the main issue here is that you're trying to create a menu that will satisfy the other patissiers. Right? Takanashi stands before the worried Nana, smiling joyfully. Seeing her casual confidence, I can understand why Nana thinks of her as a big sister.
悩めはコード。っていうか、私もいいアイディアがあるわけじゃないしね。さ、学生はもう帰る時間だよ。
ほんとだ。しゃあねえ。一緒に帰ろうぜ。結局メニュー決まらなかったな。
There's still time.
んなこと言ってたらあっという間に余裕なくなるぞ。試作もしなきゃいけないんだから。バレンタインフェアもあるからさっさと。そういやさ。
The serious look on Nana's face suddenly shifts, and now she's grinning like she's having the time of her life. It's like she's found the perfect prey to toy with.
バレンタインといえばさ、ゆずき、お前誰のチョコが欲しいんだ？
Well, as much as I would love to say you, I'll have to say Ichika first. Huh?
あれだけ周りに可愛い女の子がいるんだ。誰から欲しいとかあるだろう？
I feel like someone asked me something similar recently. Is this really that interesting of a topic?
ああ、楽しいね。あたしのおもちゃになれ。
Nana's demand embodies the unassailable ego of a tyrant. Wait. Nana's demand embodies the... Yeah, okay. Does she want to live vicariously through my romantic escapades? I think she's just putting on a front. She's putting on a front so she doesn't look desperate for you to pick her. Yeah, I guess.
ちえりやらみくりやら、みつきさんやかぐやもいるんだし、誰かしら気になってるんじゃないのか？それとも、あたしのチョコが欲しいのか？
Well, I hate to break it to you, but there's one girl you haven't mentioned yet. I see. I see. I was not expecting this. Well, yeah, I wasn't expecting the choice so soon, I guess I should be saying. You know, I thought we'd have a little bit more time between the first and second choice, but... Interesting. So it isn't... So the choice between Ichika and Nana isn't based off of where you are going to work in Sweet's Tale, where specifically, I mean, but based off of who you want chocolate from. Feels a little less important of a choice, but you know, it is definitely a choice. Okay, this is a weird one because obviously the second option's pretty obvious. That leads to Nana's route, or so I thought. Because this doesn't lead to Nana's route, or at least not entirely. It still leads to you choosing Nana or Ichika again. Kind of a weird way for me to say, but let me try to explain. This leads to the normal route ending. So there is a second normal route ending, is what I'm getting at. So obviously I'm like, okay, first thoughts. This goes to Nana, this goes to Ichika. It's pretty vague that it goes to Ichika, but surely it goes to Ichika. No, that isn't the case. So the only reason you would save here is if you want to see route the ending, normal ending number 2, and I mean, I guess I have to, but normal people who only want to play through either one or two of their favorite characters' routes, you pick I want your chocolate. Yes, I want chocolates from you, Nana. I give Nana my honest answer, and in that instant, her face turns red and her voice pitches up a notch. Now, is he going to say, I want chocolate from you and everyone else?
何言ってんだ。
You're the one who asked me, Nana.
いや、そりゃ確かに聞いたけど、んなこと言ってバレンタインチョコもらえるなら誰でもいいんだろ。
But you're not just anyone. I'll be happy because it's from someone close to me. If I got chocolates from you, I'm sure. No, I'm 100% positive that I'd be super happy. It's too embarrassing to picture it, but no matter what they taste like, I'll be happy to get chocolates from Nana. My heart dances a grin. My heart dances, a grin spread across my face, and my pulse races. Just thinking about it makes me happy. So I can't even imagine what would happen if I actually get chocolates from her.
そうか。そこまで言うなら考えといてやる。
Well, to be fair, that's definitely a better way of phrasing it than the cliche "I want chocolates from everyone" line, right? Or yeah, I want blank from you and everyone else. You know, the whole making it, the whole saying it intentionally in a way that makes the girl you're talking to misunderstand what you're saying before you clarify with a non-committal answer. So you won't promise to give me some?
うっせえ、私の勝手だ。
Nana turns away, her face still red.
浮ついた話は終わり。とっとと帰るぞ。
You're the one who brought it up, Nana. It was kind of fun making her attempt to mess with me backfire. Yeah, making her attempt to mess with me backfire. But I honestly do want chocolate from her. One of
抹茶、小豆、栗。
This was one of the first times where Yuzuki wasn't completely dense. Right? We're walking home together, but she's barely spoken to me. She must really be deep in thought about the collaboration menu.
くそー。責任取れ、責任。
Responsibility?
ゆずきのせいでゲームする時間なくなっちまったから埋め合わせしろって言ってんだ。文句あるか？
I'm sure we'll get a lot of gaming time in when it's your turn. Oh, not at all. I'll do my best.
ならよし。
If that's what she wants me to take responsibility for, I'll do whatever I can. But when Nana's first said, I took it in a weird way and got a little freaked out. I wonder what yesterday's errand was. As I'm getting ready to go to class. Yeah, no, it works. Go to classes. Ichika pops into my thoughts. It must have been some kind of beast folk related matter, but it didn't seem like an emergency at least. I can hear footsteps frantically approaching my room. Something like this happened before, too. Could it be Mitsuki again?
Yuzuki-san!
See, it couldn't have been Mitsuki because we already locked her and her sister out of ever interacting with her ever again. I was gonna say locked her out of her route, but Mitsuki doesn't have hers yet. Ichika? So you're telling me... so what you're telling me is the computer's not working.
はい。
Yeah, she can't... she can't read her favorite doujins anymore. Ichika sadly cradles a brand new laptop in her arms. Based on her personality, I'd guess that she normally takes good care of it.
バレンタインフェアのチラシを業者さんにお願いしてて、デザインの確認用にサンプルのデータをもらったんです。でも、私のパソコンでファイルを開けたら、こんな感じに。
When we open up her laptop to take a look, what appears on the screen is a heart-shaped something that's barely recognizable as chocolate. And the whole thing is covered in gaudy, clashing colors that do nothing to create the image of Valentine's Day. This definitely not being displayed correctly.
最初はファイルが開けなくて、頑張って調べて、頑張ってソフトを入れたんです。でも、ファイルを開こうとしたら、10分くらいパソコンが止まって、やっと開けたと思ったら。
I see. Did you get the software off the internet?
はい。最初ファイルを開こうとしたら開けなくて、それで頑張ってフリーソフトを入れたんですけど。
Based on how often she said I tried, I can tell that Ichika really was doing her best.
スイートテイルの事務室のパソコンではこんなことなかったのに。これって私のパソコンが壊れちゃったんですよね。
I think it may be a little early to say that for sure. Can I see your computer for a moment?
お願いします。
I confirm the name of the software that Ichika opened. I connect the laptop to my room's Wi-Fi, enter the program's name into the browser, hit search, then... For a moment, I see the browser's search history. I'm sorry, Ichika. I know you didn't mean to expose yourself like this, but you should have cleared it before you went to Yuzuki. Collar, leash, toilet, handcuffs. Collar, leash, and toilet. Is she thinking about getting a pet? No. She's thinking about being the pet. But after those terms, I'm sure I saw the word handcuffs. Handcuffs for a pet. Why are the handcuffs? Why are the handcuffs so fluffy?
どうかされましたか?
No. Sorry, I just saw your search history. Do beast folks also keep pets?
そこは人によりますかね。獣人は人と獣の特徴を併せ持っていますので、動物に対してもある程度は同胞意識があります。でも犬の獣人でも犬を飼う人はいます。半分犬なので友達みたいな感覚らしいです。
Yeah, but can you understand them? Right? Can a dog beast folk talk to a dog?
もちろん人間がペットを飼うことをよく思っていない獣人がいるのも確かですね。いじめるなんてもってのほかです。ですが犬の獣人にとって猫が普通の動物であるように同胞意識を持つのは自分と同種の動物だけです。ですから獣人が他の動物に持つ感情は人間から動物へのそれとそう変わりないと思います。
I see. Thank you, Ichika. You know, I'm glad we got to hear more beast folklore. But none of that explains the handcuffs. But if I didn't misread the word handcuffs, well, she mentioned needing to restrain beast folk before, so maybe it's for that. Well, it's not like she future-proofed her excuse, but at least it would make sense for that excuse, right? I don't remember what I said would be a better excuse, but handcuffs probably would have worked less for that one. Would be harder to explain.
私は飼うより変わり。
Think before you speak.
いえいえいえ、なんでもないです。なんでも。
So I tried looking it up, and it seems like that this freeware isn't very good. There are lots of complaints about it not displaying graphics properly, so it's not a virus at least. It just sucks.
ということは。
It's probably just a bad program. If you were able to see it on Sweetstail's computer, then it probably has the right program. Probably has the right program for this, so there shouldn't be any problems.
じゃあ、私のパソコンは壊れてなかったんですね。勝手に壊れたって言ってごめんね、パソコンさん。
Ichika gently touches the computer, an apologetic look on her face. It's cute and heartwarming, but I think this is the first time I've ever seen anyone treat a computer this way.
ありがとうございます。ゆずきさんってパソコン得意だったんですね。
I'm hardly an expert, but my mother and father are hopeless with them. So back home, I got asked for help a lot. They kept asking questions, and I kept looking up the answers.
私、こういうの得意じゃないんです。また困ったことがあったら頼ってもいいですか？
Well, I'll do whatever I can.
ありがとうございます。
Ichika looks at me with a glimmer of respect in her eyes, the kind I'm used to seeing from people who are worse with computers than I am. Ichika's happy now, and I'm happy to have helped her, but I have the feeling that she might be counting on me more than she should be. What? When I look closer, there's another email from the professional, and a file is attached to it. Ichika, what's this?
ちゃんと見られました。あれ？
It looks like they attached the file in a more common format that can be viewed on any computer. I think the one that you tried to open was just an added extra, or maybe they just sent in a draft as soon as they had one ready.
ええ。
Ichika's face freezes into a mask of despair now that she knows that all of her hard work was for naught. Sorry, I wish I'd noticed this earlier.
お騒がせしました。
She's getting teary-eyed, and she's trembling. Well, think of it as a learning experience. It wasn't useless in the slightest, okay?
お気遣い、ありがとうございます。
The more I try to cheer her up, the more despondent she looks. The one silver lining is that the flyer turned out perfectly fine in the end. Carrying the menus, cleaning up the tables. These things aren't any different from what I do at Sataria. Well, I did mention that. While the Valentine's Day fair and the collaboration with Mochizuki are coming up soon, I still need to do my best when it comes up to the day-to-day work too. I'm back.
ありがとうございます。
By the way, how did things turn out with your errand yesterday? What was... Oh, I guess you can't say.
そうですね。個人情報なので、もちろん大丈夫でしたよ。この通り。ただ、思ったより込み入った話だったので、また相談を受けることもあると思います。
Complicated? Don't tell me a human saw their saw their ears or anything like that. Don't tell me a human saw their ears or anything like that. Okay, sure.
ああ、いえ、全く無関係ではないんですけど、そんな緊急の要件ではないです。ゆずきさんは気にしないでください。
Whatever it is must be a sensitive topic, since she's being so vague about it. If it's at all similar to someone's ears being seen, then it has to be a serious situation. Of course, it's not my place to say anything. Welcome to... Oh, Jerry.
お邪魔します。いらっしゃい。
Chieri came in as a customer once while I was working at Mochizuki, but this is the first time she's come in while I was a server at Sweet's Tale. It feels a little strange.
白川さんがスイートテールで働いてるのって少し不思議な気分ですね。
Apparently, Chieri was thinking the same thing. By yourself today?
はい、この前食べたばかりなんですけど、またスイートテールのオペラを食べたくなって。わかるなぁ。美味しいもんね、オペラ。持って帰る？それともイートイン？イートインで、飲み物はカフェラテでお願いします。かしこまりました。では、お席でお待ちください。
Ichika shows Chieri to a table, then heads to the espresso machine to make her coffee. She pours a generous amount of warm milk into the espresso, and the cafe latte is complete.
ゆずきさん、お願いします。
Right. I put the coffee onto the tray next to the cake that I took out of the showcase, and I carry the whole thing over to the dining area. Thank you for waiting. Here's your upper cake and your cafe latte.
ありがとうございます。でも、なぜでしょう。望月の時は感じなかったのに、白川さんを取られた気がします。
Well, probably the reason why is because back then, Yuzuki didn't tie himself to one workplace over the others. Please enjoy. As I head back to the counter, I can feel Chieri's gaze piercing my back like a pair of daggers. I lock the front entrance to the shop. Ichika, the front door's good and locked.
ありがとう。こっちも終わったよ。じゃあ着替えて。
Oh, can you wait a moment? There's something on the in the Valentine's Day manual that I don't quite understand. It's about wrapping the packages.
ほう、あそこは去年も質問が出ていましたね。確かに分かりにくかったかもしれません。
I also spotted some typos. We should probably report those, yeah? Right?
じゃあ私たちでマニュアル直しちゃおうか。その前に店長に確認を。あ、メッセージ返ってきた。直したの後で見せてくれればいいよ、だって。
Got it.
ショートケーキお待たせしました。なんちゃって。さあ、作業を始めましょうか。
The shortcake normally sells out fast, but today we actually had some left over. We open up a copy of the manual from the office and start marking up corrections while we enjoy the leftover cake. The typos are here and here.
あ、本当ですね。ありがとうございます。放送についてはどう書いたらわかりやすいと思いますか？
Let's see. Both of us agonize over how to best correct the manual. We both continue nibbling away at the shortcake as we work.
やっぱりいちごのショートケーキは王道ですよね。
It really is. The sweetness and the tartness together really make it feel like a well-rounded cake. If the smooth whipped cream were a dress, the fresh red strawberries would be the jewels set in it. The sharp contrast between the white and red is beautiful. Don't make me do this again. Alright, this is the third time we've seen this thumbnail. And it's going to this is going to be the third time it is not the thumbnail. Oh, we've seen the CG, god damn it. Lightly whipped cream. It looks like a poodle's fluffy fur. I thought this was the last time I ordered it, but Ichika honestly does remind me of a shortcake. You're looking delicious today, Ichigo. And his intrusive thoughts. Your hair's so white and soft, kind of like shortcake. Hey, Ichigo.
美味しそうって私を食べるんですか？
Don't go any further than that. She might be into it. I didn't mean it literally. And then I realized that Ichigo's face is bright red. If she was taking it seriously and turning pale, like I did back when Nana threatened me, that would be one thing, but it's more like she's blushing. No, that's not what I meant. I'm sorry. I really wasn't going for that. I truly meant nothing lewd by... And now I have sexually harassed Ichigo. You know, this is character development. If this was Amairo Chocolate 1 Yuzuki, Ichigo blushing would indicate to him that she has a cold. But Amairo Chocolate 2 Yuzuki is aware enough to know that the blushing, the blushing, how would I say? Well, he thinks she is being, he thinks he sexually harassed Ichigo. She's just, you know, into the roleplay of getting quote-unquote eaten, right? Especially for certain areas of her body, I'm sure. He hasn't gotten there, right? He doesn't realize Ichigo, you know, is kind of like that. But he's aware enough to know that that blushing indicates, lewdness, I guess. I have to doubt my own sanity. If I could go back in time, I would run up and punch myself. Let's just say I would double down. No, that is, I don't mean anything weird. I meant to say that you're cute, kind of like sweets, kind of like the sweets. Yeah, so that's why you called her delicious. You know, sweets can be fancy or beautiful, and a lot of them have elaborate designs that make them cute, right? You're cute in the same way, Ichigo. You have a fluffy and soft air about you, and you seem very sweet. Well, in any case, I just wanted to say that you're cute, Ichigo.
もういいですから。
Yeah, you're not allowed to flirt with Ichigo until you get to her route, Yuzuki. That's not how it works. It looks like she understands that I didn't mean anything indecent. As I apologize for being so careless, I clutched my hand to my chest in relief.
今度からおかしなことは言わないでくださいね。
Right, I'm so sorry.
でも、むさぼられるみたいに激しくされるのもいいかも。
Ichigo?
いえ、なんでもないです。じゃあ、続きをしましょうか。
Yeah.
今日もお疲れ様でした。
Yeah, good work, Ichigo. We finished revising the manual before our coffee gets cold. Then we leave the shop together. Thanks to Ichigo's help, we finished a lot sooner than I expected. Well then, would you mind sending the revised manual to the manager for her approval? What? What's with all the whats? You know, put together all of the data for the manual, then email it to Hinoka.
自信ないです。
Right now, Ichigo's shaking like a frightened puppy and looking at me with teary eyes. Did the event of this morning completely shatter her confidence in her computer skills? I go to her room with her and walk her through it, but it ends up taking quite a bit of time. In the afternoon, as I'm about to leave the dorm to head to work, I see Mikuri tidying up the terrace seatings.
ゆずきくん、これからバイト？
Yeah, good work today, Mikuri.
白川さん、みくりさん、こんにちこんにちは。
And then I happen to run into both Chieri and Kaguya.
皆さんバイトですか？うん、そうだけど、ちえりちゃんも？
Kaguya blinks in surprise for a moment, and then smiles when she realizes what's going on.
奇遇ですね。
Sure is.
ですね。みんな働き者だね。
All four of us are off to our respective jobs. Nothing really weird about it, but the timing is kind of funny.
頑張ってください。いってらっしゃい。はい、お二人も。
Kaguya and I leave the dorm, seen off by Chieri's reserved farewell, along with Mikuri's wagging tail and waving hand.
では、私はここで。
But Mochizuki's right behind you. Right, see you later.
はい。
Wouldn't it have made more sense if she said this, you know, with the other background? Being able to see everyone's smiling faces before work has energized me a little.
バイトの合間にとりあえず作ってみたはいいが。
When I peek in on Nana during my break, she's still hard at work on the menu for the collaboration, just as I thought she would be. It looks like she's trying to make a green tea cake right now, but
和風なら抹茶のケーキが定番で同方面なんだろうが、ありきたりっていうか、ひねりがないっていうか、それに望月らしいかっていうと。
yeah, it doesn't quite match up. They're not a green tea specialty shop after all. One could say that anko paste and green tea are must-have flavors for any Japanese-style sweets shop, and Mochizuki certainly does have both, but the shop's defining specialties are dango and mochi. But how can you utilize those in Western-style sweets? Putting dango on top of a cake? No, even if it had visual appeal. How'd that end up tasting?
つか、なんでナチュラルに柚月がいるんだよ。仕事しろ。
I'm on break, so it's fine. Don't worry about it.
休憩中だからって入ってくんなっつーの。ったく、邪魔だけはすんなよ。
Yeah, stop spending time with Nana. Wait until her out. I'll be careful. Nana's acting gruff, but she hasn't kicked me out. I've been kind of looking forward to watching Nana work, so I'm glad she's tolerating my presence.
よっ、頑張ってるね。ケーキできてるじゃん。
全然ダメ。見ての通り抹茶のケーキを試作してみたが、なんかパッとしね。
どれどれ？
Takanashi tries some of Nana's cake. She squints her eyes as she chews deep in thought.
美味しいのは美味しいけど、普通だ。無難な抹茶ケーキって感じ。
Yeah, so in other words, it's boring.
普通。うん。普通だよな。でも考えれば考えるほど普通なのしか浮かばなくてさ。てか、高梨さんこそバレンタインフェアの方は大丈夫なのかよ。
もちのロンロン。何出すかは決まってるし、仕入れも段取りついてるから、あとは微調整だけだね。
Oh, you didn't hear that.
言葉が古い。あんたいくつだよ。
By our standards, Takanashi is a mature adult, but society would still consider her fairly young. I wonder how much older she is than Mitsuki.
バレンタインといえばさ、うちのパティシエ連中が気にしてるよ。ゆずきくんはいちかちゃんとどういう関係なんだって。
Yeah, is there a reason you're specifying Ichika? What? That question hits me like a bolt from the blue, making my heart skip a beat. Ever since people started talking about Valentine's Day, I feel like this sort of thing has been coming up more and more. Especially from Nana.
あいつらいちかにデレデレだからな。鼻の下伸びてるっつーの。
いちかちゃん可愛いし優しいからね。いちかちゃんにニコってされたら疲れ吹き飛ぶわ。いちかちゃんマジ天使。
ここにも同類がいたか。
いやいや、そんな目で見ないでって。
Ichika's indeed cute, and I understand feeling refreshed by her smile. The Chieri in my mind... Wait. The Chieri in my mind nods deeply in agreement too. Okay.
で、実際いちかちゃんとはどうなのさ。結構親しそうだけど。
I wish I knew. I think that's just Ichika being her usual friendly self. The way she would with anyone.
そうかな。特別仲がいいように見えるけど。あんなに可愛いんだから気にならない？
She is cute, of course. But then again, so is Nana. I didn't say that. I meant you... Ichika is as cute as Nana is cool. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Nothing. Nana was ready to bring doom down upon me just for saying the word cute. I know it's a forbidden word, but her denial of her cuteness is just absurd. So it's hard to stop myself from saying it.
別に凄むことないじゃん。実際可愛いんだし。
Uh-oh.
私は可愛くなんかねえ。
Normally she'd be going on about the pride of a beast frog, or how cats are strong too. But Takanashi is a normal human who doesn't know about any of that.
じゃあ、ナナはゆずきくんのことどう思ってるの？
What?
そろそろ怒るぞ。
Nana is usually the one asking me this kind of stuff.
名前で呼んでるし、仲いいんじゃないの？
No, it's not like that. Your family name is shared by everyone in your family, right? And it can get changed in some situations. What is this excuse? So calling someone by their family name just feels too impersonal to me.
そういうもんか？
Both Nana and Takanashi tilt their heads in confusion. I wonder why. I've had this discussion with lots of folks, and almost none of them have ever agreed with me. Maybe I'm the only person who feels this way.
つうか、こっち構ってないで仕事しろ、正社員。
はーい。
Takanashi heads back to her station after being scolded by Nana, who's only a part-time employee. I wonder if that's alright.
ったく、忙しいはずなのに何してんだか。
I think she's worried about you, Nana. You're working so hard to put together the collaboration menu after all.
ならそう言えっての。まあ、軽いところは高梨さんらしいけどさ。のんびりしてるとゆずきも休憩時間なくなるぞ。
Oh, that's right.